International Labour Organization conference continues in Geneva. Northern Bahr el Ghazal leaders convene in Juba, address state affairs. And 2025 Sports Gala commences in Juba. Hello, a very good afternoon and welcome to SSBC News at 1. My name is Doku Wilson with the news. The National Minister of General Education and Instruction, Kuyok Abul Kuyok, says schools rehabilitation project in refugee hosting areas targets 35,000 refugees and 650,000 from refugee hosting communities across the country. The minister stated this after concluding his field visit to Reng and Maban counties in Upper Nile State, where he assessed primary school facilities. SSBC's Emmanuel Juma wrote this report, voiced by Mario Sulaiman.
The National Ministry of General Education and Instructions and representatives from development partners complete inspection tours in schools in Rang and Maban counties of Upper Nile State. These field visits are in line with ascertaining implementations of a school rehabilitation project the government and the World Bank have arranged in 6 states and Ruweng administrative area. In focus, the project is creating educational space for refugees and communities hosting refugees. Grace Leggy, social guard specialist in the National Ministry of General Education and Instruction, says the project targets providing equal educational service for refugees and hosting communities.
There are some schools that we have assessed. There are some schools that are better than others. In our approach, we prioritize schools that are closed, because if the schools are closed and it is near a congested school, then it will help ease congestion in the neighboring school so that the refugee children can get access to education. And we have so many refugees here, and there is really a lot of need, because that each and every child must go to school, whether the child is South Sudanese or the child is a refugee, because we want the communities to support us for the purposes of sustainability of this project.
Rang County Education Director Aliar Kurshol.
Sudan.
5,000 refugees.
After this project, we are looking to reach at least 35,000 of those should be refugees, but the less 65,000 should be the people that belong to this nation.
One of the project beneficiaries recognized the government for its dedications to inclusive education. He calls upon development partners and the government to increase the number of secondary schools in the region. The step towards improving the educational environment and providing equal educational service to refugees and the host communities.
Presidency, Dr. Costello Garangring Lual, among other,
convened at the prestigious Palm Africa Hotel to chart the course for a brighter future. This one-day summit aims to address the pressing issues currently facing the state in a bid to foster dialogue and shared solutions among those shaping the future of the state. Leading the discussions is Governor Simon Ober, who emphasizes the importance of unity and proactive governance. In his opening remarks, Governor Ober Maud says this is a good opportunity come together to listen to and learn from one another on how best to strategize plans for fixing challenges to the state.
We need to put our heads together so that we revert Narjali community Bitana Saman. One community leadership that encompasses Al-Bukun umbrella, the other sectional leadership with that community.
The advisor to the presidency, Dr. Costello Garang, clarifies the national outlook, stressing the importance of collaboration between the state and national governments.
What is that each party comes with a program, and the unity of purpose is that we agree what we want to do for a will. If we want to develop the right scheme, all of us we develop.
Are engaged in productive activities such as sports and farming. so that youth are not redundant and as such they may engage in violent activities. Other communities we have seen this violence that involve cattle raiding. We don't do that. There are examples to be learned from us in terms of focusing on social economic development.
This consultative meeting marks a step forward in upholding cooperation, understanding, and a strategic action to map out the way for a prosperous northern Bahr Ghazal state. Victor Elias for SSBC News, Juba.
South Sudan has joined 186 other member states at the International Labour Organization conference in the Swiss city of Geneva, focusing on protection against biological hazards, decent work in the platform economy, and transitioning from informal to formal employment. South Sudan's Minister of Labour and Industrial Relations, James Hoth-Mai, who is leading the delegation, has presented key, crucial labour-related topics during the session held in Geneva. From Geneva, Deng Dudeng reports.
At the end of the first week of 113th season of the International Labour Conference, the plenary sitting of the conference held high level of debate to undertake various issues related to decent work in the platform economy with a view to setting new international labour standard. Addressing the conference on behalf of the Republic of South Sudan, Minister of Labour James Hoth-Mai urged the International Labour Organization member states to commit themselves in making jobs and rights central to the economy, thinking and global cooperation to ensure growth are measured for all through dignity, equity, and opportunity.
Celebrate this 113th session. Let us recommit to making job and rights central to our economic thinking and global cooperation. Let us ensure that growth is not only measured in numbers, but in dignity, equity, and opportunity for all workers everywhere. It is important to recognize that achieving a positive and sustainable nexus between job right and growth is not automatic, nor it is easy. It is required deliberate effort and a strong foundation built on the right policies, effective institutions, adequate resources.
The framework is to promote active engagement of girls and boys, provide information.
At the end of the first week of 113th season of the International Labour Conference, the plenary sitting of the conference held high level of debate to undertake various issues related to decent work in the platform economy with a view to setting new international labour standard. Addressing the conference on behalf of the Republic of South Sudan, Minister of Labour James Hoth-Mai urged the International Labour Organization member states to commit themselves in making jobs and rights central to the economy, thinking and global cooperation to ensure growth are measured for all through dignity, equity, and opportunity.
Celebrate this 113th session. Let us recommit to making job and rights central to our economic thinking and global cooperation. Let us ensure that growth is not only measured in numbers, but in dignity, equity, and opportunity for all workers everywhere. It is important to recognize that achieving a positive and sustainable nexus between job right and growth is not automatic, nor it is easy. It is required deliberate effort and a strong foundation built on the right policies, effective institutions, adequate resources, meaningful social dialogue, and most importantly, winning political will.
Additional to that, the minister admitted that the outcome of the debate should be a collective effort of member states through regional cooperation, critical participation in addressing shared labor market challenges, managing labor migration, and advancing decent work across borders through platforms such as labor migration policy and regional integrations effort.
We admit that no country can do this alone. That's why regional cooperation is critical, particularly in addressing shared labor market challenges, managing labor migration, and advancing decent work across borders. Through platforms such as labor migration policies and regional integration efforts, we aim to strengthen collective ability to ensure that economic growth is not only sustained, but also equitable and right-based. South Sudan reaffirms its commitment to continue working with our partners and global institutions, including ILO, to put jobs and rights at the heart, at the center of economic and financial policy making, and to ensure that growth is truly delivered to all of us.
The conference is to adopt a number of the resolutions concerning the global work issues to promote social dialogue, safety for workers, and make progress in promised economic growth in work decent and institution responsive. For SSBC,
the Ministers of Gender, Child and Social Welfare for states and administrative areas has validated South Sudan's child protection framework document. The exercise affirms the framework as a tool that provides benchmarks and requirements for conducting platforms with a goal of meaningful and quality child participation on affairs that concerns them. SSBC's Bahr Simon reports.
The framework is to promote active engagement of girls and boys, provide information about their lives that can inform legislation, policies, budget allocation, and service delivery. Deputy Chairperson of Committee of Gender, Child and Social Welfare in the National Transitional Legislative Assembly, Ishaq Elias, urged institutions of child care to cooperate and coordinate issues of South Sudan's child participation framework to achieve its goal.
Ministry of Gender, all of us to support it, and then we are ready in the Parliament to support all the bills concerning our children or women.
The Lake State Minister of Gender, Child and Social Welfare, Angelina Mario, affirms their commitment to the program, urging that children's participation can raise public awareness on the needs of the children, which will help government to forming informed decisions.
Your support as partners, I would like to say that we will do it with you together to see that our children will be the one to address it and will be behind them later.
The Afar Nile State Minister of Gender, Child and Social Welfare, Yusuf Mabeg Ajak, declared their effective engagement to promoting the activities of the Child Protection Framework. Children Representative Siama Santino urged that empowering children can make them become active and effective advocates for the realization of their own rights for better South Sudan.
And would like to give our thanks to everyone who is happy about this program, and we assure you that we are going to contribute to this country, because they say that when a child is born, doesn't become the child of their own parents, but becomes the child of the whole nation. Something that we are with our ability to express ourselves and with our ability to tell them that, to prove them wrong by really representing ourselves and by telling them that it's no longer the old South Sudan that you know, that it's a new South Sudan that is able to change, a new South Sudan that is able to change.
The South Sudan's Child Participation Framework document is projected as a tool that can lead to the best possible outcome across the range of rights, including health, education, and family lives. Bahr Simon Godo, SSBC.
A 5-day program on capacity building development held by the Board of Directors of Concern for Women and Children, a charity organization, has concluded with a call from the participants to promote transparency and accountability within the organization. In his closing remarks, the chairperson of the Board of Directors and a member of Parliament, Mary Nyaulang, urges the participants to put the knowledge they acquired into practice for the benefit of the organization, describing the workshop as important for women.
I want to take this opportunity to thank the Board of Directors of Concern for Women and Children for their patience and resilience demonstrated in the last 5 days we have engaged in this very important capacity building exercise. You demonstrated a sense of willingness to learn and improve your skills that I was at another level. I want to urge you to put into practice what you have learned in the last 5 days. Your commitment and hard work, engagement of this capacity development workshop was commendable. You have been participatory and respected each other, views and opinions with a lot of humility.
I really am very delighted to be part of this training on behalf of Sudan Petroleum Operating Company, SPOC. SPOC confirm and guarantee the money do not go for waste. The oil sector, maybe in the Ministry of Petroleum, many of them they come with this project, I want to do this and that, and it never happened. But now I confirm. So tomorrow if we see a letter from a concern, I think we are going to donate anything.
In the first place, I want to say a big great for the theme that come out with giving us great knowledge that today all of us are able to speak and to analyze what exactly we can do to support the organization. The team, the lead consultant, thank you for being the great passion in connecting and bringing for us that great knowledge. We appreciate you. The organization today has come with a great knowledge that if we go from here, we are able to exercise.
The newly appointed Commissioner of Fang County in Warrap State, Johnson Cole Guy, has vowed to promote unity. Guy made the remarks during his swearing-in ceremony presided over by Governor Dr. Riek Guy Kok at the state's coordination office in Juba. Governor Kok directs him to work for peace and stability in Fang County besides boosting basic service delivery to the people.
After Mandabit is in active service, the King Mara Yelbes, and Kadabitaura, Nanamashi, Karobi Tasalam, the Nazapao, Kodekum, Kalden of one another Teresa, Saiduna. In another time, you go to Bahr. So I do the Sawa Falcon. When we are one, I'm cheap. Happy to get the money. I'm a top in order. All my mighty will anar. All my mighty will anar. All child moya. Yamshi will toffee and now to Kanja.
The county where you are going to be the commissioner is a county which is a difficult situation. One is already submerged by water. Two, at this particular time, the county is under very high insecurity. So leaders emerge during such conditions. And for you to prove your ability, your leadership capacity, this is the time for you to go and serve our people.
Peace is not in Punjab. Peace is here. If our people are united here, home will unite. If our people are talking different voice here, our people will suffer. At the moment there is a bombardment, but I have taken oath today. I will encourage the people on ground to leave the SSPDF on the barrack and stay peacefully where they are. I will meet them. Your Excellency.
Crossing to western Bahr el Ghazal State, where Governor Emmanuel Primo Okello affirms the state government's commitment to continuing joint work with all civil society organizations to uphold peace and stability in the state, calling on civil society organizations to play a pivotal role in supporting government's efforts to sensitize young people on the importance of unity. Okello was addressing the ongoing the opening of a forum in Wau that focuses on promoting peaceful coexistence among all state communities. The Eural East County in Lake State, where Governor Rintwen Mabor has officially inaugurated the newly constructed county headquarters premises in Nyang Town. The county administration block, according to state officials, has been constructed with funds raised by the communities. In his address to the jubilant crowd, Governor Rin calls on the communities of Eural East County to put more efforts towards prevalence of peace and security for similar developments to rise. Our correspondent in Lake State, James Sarusi, has the details.
East County. The reception was filled with jubilation as the residents from various piams of the county prepare for a grand opening of the long-dreamed county headquarters building constructed by the funds solicited locally from the county. The excitement to have a new structure representing the struggle and the commitment to unity of the people was surrounded with warm greetings with the blessings dedicated to Governor Rintwen for his commitment for the transformation of Eural East County. For years, the county has been administered from this small block containing a few rooms that were not sufficient for the staffs. And today, as this crowd jubilates, a dozen of offices for every department of the county headquarters is open, well-furnished rooms, 24-hour power supply and water. Addressing the excited crowd, Governor Ring applauded the sacrifice by the citizens and encouraged them to embrace peace and positive mindset towards development for more similar projects in the county. They have been saying since Governor Ring came, it is always security, 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 that he keeps saying without anything being added. But you forget, if there is security, then there will be peace. And if peace is there, then there will be development. What is there now is development. That is what you are saying. Security is there, peace is there, and development is here. And that is the credit also to Governor Rintwen. He emphasized on cultivation, in which he blamed the men for abandoning the field of cultivation to women. Cultivation. People must cultivate. This goes to the men. Men have turned women into oxen for cultivation. It is not enough to give a woman an ox and a plow. You should also come and hold an ox plow. I cultivate and I know this. People go to the garden, and when it is reaches 10 a.m., a woman is to return home for house chores, and the man remains in the field. But now you men have turned it the other way around. Men remain at home and send women to toil alone in the garden. No, everyone must cultivate. This project was first initiated in early 2011 and abandoned at the foundation slab level after authority measures struck the country. 14 years later, it now stands as a joint achievement of the citizens of Eural East County. Honorable Manyang Luke Lueth is a county commissioner.
His Excellency the Governor stood with me a lot because we have only two sources here in Eural East. We have the yearly license, we have the poll tax. The people of Eural East, they seriously mobilized poll taxes because they knew very well the house that we are in now was constructed using social service taxes. As a result, they used to accept to collect the social service tax and the yearly license. Then I used that money for labor For my people of Eural, some of them contribute building material, some of them contribute some money for the course of 4 years.
This achievement, according to the county commissioner, is the genesis of more projects he dreams of. Although this is estimated to have taken a significant strain to the county financially, but the result is said to be remarkable.
Chairperson for the SPLM in this county, and I have office also. It is there, the red iron sheet. It is on roofing now stage. So after here, I have to plan so that I complete that office also.
It's time to have a quick break. Please do stay with us because we are back in a moment. Welcome back from that short break, and thank you for staying with us. If you have just joined us, you are watching SSBC News live from Juba. Moving on, a 3-day capacity building workshop for members of the Legislative Assembly on budget preparation concluded in Warrap State capital Bahr on Friday. The program, organized by the Standing Specialized Committee on Finance at the National Legislature in collaboration with the United Nations Development Program, aims to equip legislators with the skills and knowledge in managing public funds. Addressing the closing ceremony, the committee's chairperson, Jack Abraham Bahr, calls on the participants to put the knowledge and skills they acquired into action.
We had a workshop with the members of parliament from the Standing Specialized Committee on Finance and other members from the economy cluster. Indeed, we brought in experts to train them on how do they make budget, how do they oversight on a budget, and how do they oversight on the aligning institutions. I do hope by the end of July or September, they will be able to have their own budget and they will be able to put everything in line. Yes, it is somehow difficult. Most of the states are not making budgets, but we appreciate our partners that we went through the capacity building training, and our teams are now, we are in Bahr here, there's a team in Ruweng and there's a team in Niambio, and they're doing very well. We hope the entire states and administrative areas will have a budget.
In the last 3 days, we have learned about how important the budget is, because the budget is a legal document of the government that regulates the process, the way the resources of the states are used, or resources of the country are used. Another point is that we learn about how the accountability is worked, and also we learn the procedures, how the budget can be tabled as soon as earlier, so that to help the legislators to follow up.
We conclude the 3 days capacity building workshop for the members of Finance Committee and some officials in the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Labor and Public Service, plus the officials from the Revenue Authority Commission. We have to make sure that the resource that is given to us is very instrumental for the work of our committee and the state government.
Warrap State officials headed by Acting Governor Alwel Garang convened a meeting to address the ongoing conflict in Tonj. In a statement to the media, the acting Speaker of the State Legislative Assembly, Mario Ajak Akwe, says the meeting recommended several key issues, including formation of a joint force.
I'm here to convey the condolences of lost their life in the incidents that have occurred in Tonj East and other parts of Tonj and Warrap in general. Give a message of condemnation to the action that has taken place between the conflicting communities of Ako, Hig, Jalwao and Luanjang. I wanted also to send a message of for them to cease, to make immediate cessation of hostilities, so that suffering innocent children can be given humanitarian assistance.
A number of resolutions were made. One of them was the intervention of the government of Warrap State to visit the area of Jalwao to see the damages caused, the house is burned, and also allow the civilian organization intervention to rescue the life of the people who have been displaced, who are homeless, who have nothing to eat. It has been resolved also calling the people of Tonj East, the communities around Tonj East, immediate stopping of attacking each other. The government of Warrap State is ready to support and give necessary needs to the people who have been disadvantaged. The other resolution that was passed by the leadership was that humanitarian organizations were directed to leave with immediate help and assess the needs of the people who have been affected. The leadership also resolved the formation of joint operation forces to go to the area to maintain law and order. Basically, that was resolved.
The management of Radisson Blu Hotel visit Juba Orphanage home to celebrate the Eid al-Adha with the orphans. The hotel management provided lunch and clothes to the orphans as part of Eid al-Adha celebration. Acknowledging the gesture from Radisson Blu Hotel, Central Equatorial State Minister of Gender, Child and Social Welfare Zendia Eluzai says Juba Orphanage Home accommodates orphans from all the states of the country. Alex Malcamo, the manager of Radisson Blu Hotel, says the provision of food and clothes to the orphans is part of the hotel's social corporate responsibility of giving back to the community. The director of Juba Orphanage Home, Angelo Kenyi Samuel, praised the management of Radisson Blu Hotel for the donation, describing it as a good gesture in supporting the needy.
المركز دي أكبر مركز بتاع الأيتام ومركز حكومية. وجودكم اليوم دخل فرحة لي أنا ودخلت فرحة للأيتام. الكراتين الصغيرة اللي جبتوه، الموية الحسة هم ماسكين في يدينهم، دي نعمة من ربنا. ربنا حيبارككم وحيبارك أعمالكم عشان تقدموا أكتر وأكتر للمحتاجين مثل عيالنا الصغار اللي هسه قدامنا. المركز دي كله أطفال من الولايات العشرة، الولايات الجنوبية العشرة موجودة هنا.
We are gathered here along with my fellow colleagues and management staff members to present some of the giveaways that we have with this holiday. Some of the items that we brought are food items and some clothes as well for those who are in need. We, the Radisson Blu Hotel Juba, we normally host responsible business activities. Some of the activities that we do is donation of blood. We also provide clothes, and then we also do tree planting as well to help the environment.
Today is a good day because the general manager of Radis with his friends, they decide that they want to come and visit the Juba Orphanage. And in fact, Juba Orphanage has a number of orphans, 82. That is 31 girls and 51 boys. The total is 82. It is the day of Eid al-Adha. So I think it is good if people can remember that they want to visit us on such time.
20 inmates convicted on financial offences have been released from Juba Central Prison through the contributions from Somali community in the country to the Zakat Fund. The South Sudan Islamic Council paid 16,500,000 South Sudanese pounds to free the inmates. In a statement to SSBC on Saturday, the director of the Juba Central Prison, Major General Joseph Benjamin, praises the Somali community and the Islamic Council for the charitable work.
إحنا بندعو كل الإخوة الخيرين الموجودين في جنوب السودان عشان يحظوا نفس المنوال، لأنه المساجين ده إخوة لنا وهم في السجن وهم جزء لا يتجزأ من أهلنا في جنوب السودان. واجب عشان إحنا نقدم لهم المساعدة، كان إنت مسلم ولا مسيحي دورك عشان إنت على الأقل تساعد الإخوة المساجين الموجودين في سجن.
في كل سنة قاعدين نملك الفقراء مسائل الإنتاج ونطلق سراح النزلاء، وده النداء كما ذكرت هذا اللواء في رجال أعمال جنوبيين كان مسلمين وكان مسيحيين دايرين تجوا زي وتقوم بأعمال خيرية زي ما يقوم به إخوة التجار الصوماليين في 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 خدمة المجتمع في جنوب السودان، مجتمع مسلم بصفة خاصة، مجتمع كله بصفة عامة، علما أن الذين يطلق سراحهم ما كلهم مسلمين. ده كله الناس عليهم ديون بسيطة، فأصدي هذه المبالغ إلى 20 شخص.
أنا جبنا حاجة بسيط، المغاربين المسجنين الهنا ده كان إن عملنا في سكاه، فإن شاء الله إن نجي في الدورات الثانية الكثير، فإن شاء الله نقول لكم شكرا، فنجي مرة ثانية ما نسيبه مرة واحد ونجي مرة ثانية إن شاء الله.
عثمان جاموس عثمان من ضمن النزلاء داخل السجن جوا. نشكر الأمين العام للمجلس الإسلامي جوبا وجاي للصومالية جايته مجاه في داخل سجن جوبا بإطلاق سراح 20 من النزلاء. نشكرهم على حسب تعاملهم مع المجلس الإسلامي جنوب السودان.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، كل سنة وانتم طيبين. الأخ كمال سليمان، أنا بشكر الجالية الصومالية لما قدمته للسجين وللنزلاء، وما شاء الله والله الحاجات تمام، ما في أي مشكلة، الناس كويسين وطوال.
Muslim community in Abyei administrative area celebrates Eid al-Adha at Freedom Square in Abyei town on Friday. Addressing the occasion, Imam Sheikh Ismail Zur Gel urges Muslim community to promote peace, love and unity. The Secretary of Abyei Islamic Council, Yusuf Lal Ayom, commends the spirit of togetherness and religious coexistence.
ثلث الضحية وتهدي ثلثها وتتصدق بثلثها، وذلك أفضل ما يكون، ولا بأس أن تأكل الكثير وتخرج القليل إذا لم تكن ضحيتك منذورة أو معينة. والمؤمن جواد كريم متصدق بالمفروض والمسنون، وشرطها أن تكون جذعة من الدعن أو ثنية من المعز سليمة من العيوب غير ناقصة الأطراف كالآذان والعيون.
نحن شاكرين ومقدرين وحامدين على إن ربنا سبحانه وتعالى سلط علينا إخوة من جمهورنا الصومال وبنوا هذا المسجد. تحياتي لكل مسلم ساهم في بناء هذا المسجد والأخص إخواننا الصوماليين. بارك الله فيكم ومد أيامكم ونشر مالكم لكي تسخروها لصالح المسلمين والمستضعفين في هذا الدنيا.
أبيي أن تتقدم إليكم بأسمى آيات التحاني والتبريكات بمناسبة حلول عيد الأضحى المبارك، سائلين الله عز وجل أن يعيده على الجميع بالخير واليمن والبركات إن هذه المناسبة العظيمة اليوم تمثل رمزا للتضحية والإخلاص والتقوى، فهي فرصة للتجديد روابط الإيمان والتكافل بين أبناء المجتمع مهما اختلفت أعراقهم وانتماءاتهم في هذه السانحة.
The much anticipated 2025 Sports Gala organized by the Yei Joint Sports Stars women's football team formally commenced at the Buluk Playground in Juba on Friday. The three-day event brings together sports fans, corporate teams and athletes for a weekend of unity and celebration through sports. The opening days of the gala feature a vibrant mix of activities including a corporate football league, athletics competitions and traditional tug-of-war games, promoting physical fitness and community engagement. Speaking at the opening ceremony, the Commissioner General of the South Sudan Revenue Authority, Simon Akwedeng, underscored the role of sports in fostering national unity and peace. He described sports as a powerful tool of unity that brings communities together. The 2025 Sports Gala is proudly sponsored by the South Sudan Revenue Authority, signifying the institution's commitment to supporting youth development and sports initiatives in the country. The gala will conclude on Sunday with an exciting international friendly match between Yei Joint Stars and Kampala Queens of Uganda, scheduled to take place at Juba National Stadium at 3 p.m. Yei Joint Stars trumped in the South Sudan Women's Premier League, claiming the championship title at Juba National Stadium. They secured a convincing victory over the Wajuma women's team with a score of 2-0. The event was honored by the presence of Dr. Joseph Gengarang Akech, the National Minister of Youth and Sports, alongside Agustino Madut Parek, President of the South Sudan Football Association. This victory marks a significant achievement for Yei Joint Stars, showcasing their talent and determination on the field. And that story brings us to the end of this news bulletin at 1. From me, Duku Wilson, and my colleagues here at SSBC, we all thank you for watching, and please do continue with the rest of our programs. Have a good afternoon.